What's up, people? It's Teenage Girl 30 here, and no, I did not cut my hair. It's just I am incredibly lazy. It takes 4 hours to do my hair and have it twisted and all that whatnot that I used to have in my other videos. My big fro takes time to do, and I have been far too tired and can care less about having it huge, so I decided to have it the way God intended, like this, without any fanciness, schmanciness that actually happened. What I do to it, whatever. But this is my Q&A number 22. Thank you guys so much for sending me questions. And if you have any questions to send me, please send it to my YouTube inbox with a 10 question minimum or maximum. Maximum. Let's have maximum. 10 question maximum. So thank you guys so much. Our first set of questions actually come from GD 1989. Okay. Your set of questions for me, actually your first set of questions for me is, well, one, if AJ Styles moved to WWE, do you think that the WWE will use his talents? No. I think that Vince McMahon is going to probably bury him and just leave him there to rot. That's just me. Which wrestlers have never held the WWE champion would you like to see hold the WWE championship for the first time? Kofi Kingston. He is an underrated, underused talent, and he will definitely represent the WWE championship well. As well as him holding the world title, either or, he needs to be champion. He hasn't been champion in years. Come on, guys. Throw him a bone, please. But moving on to your next one. Do you think the Aces and Eights will ever achieve the goal to control TNA? In your opinion, how will you think it would all play out? Let's face it. No, there's no freaking way they're going to actually take control of TNA. They missed the boat a long time ago. Number one, they lost anonymity. They started revealing people far too early, and they revealed people that really didn't matter. Like, you really didn't give a crap who these people actually were when you revealed them. Who cared about Devon? I didn't. Who cared about Garrett Bischoff? I didn't. So they pretty much missed the boat on there. But here's how I'm going to think it plays out. What's going to happen is they already pissed D'Lo Brown off. The fact that they humiliated him not once but twice but 3 times, he's going to go on the side of the good guys. He's going to help the good guys win, and the Aces and Eights will be no more. I already see it played out like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But moving on to your next question. If you're going to live on a stranded island for 1 year, and you could only bring 3 things with you, what will those 3 things be? And it could be anything your heart desires. Okay, my first one will be my Bible, because I want to be able to be one with the Lord, be able to read the Word, and I would definitely bring my Bible with me. My second thing I would bring is BioShock. I love the BioShock Rapture, the book, not the game. I don't know how I would play a game on a stranded island with no electricity. But yeah, I would bring BioShock Rapture. That happens to be a really good book. I only read the preface because it was a free sample and I have to buy it, but I'm gonna probably wait on that. But either or, I love BioShock. I'm a huge fan of the series. More than likely, I'm probably going to bring that book with me. And the third thing, chocolate cotton candy. I have no idea if anyone invented that yet, but honestly, if anybody knows, if they actually know someone that sells chocolate cotton candy, let me know, because I love cotton candy. But anyway, those would be the 3 things that I would actually bring with me. But moving on to your next question. Have you ever been given a nickname by your friends and family that you absolutely dislike? Yes, I have. For some strange reason, my parents seem to call me Beanie. I don't know why. When I asked, the only explanation that they told me was it was commercial and it kind of stuck. But I really don't know why they call me Beanie. I don't think they know why they call me Beanie, but I can't stand it. And my nephew mocks me every time. But yeah, I feel you in that department. Do you have any favorite stories when you were in high school? Oh gosh, I have so many, and it's because of this. My high school is different than all the other high schools that you hear about. It wasn't about the jocks. It wasn't about the cheerleaders. It was about the nerds and geeks, baby. Yes, I was so freaking proud to be a nerd, and I'm still proud to be a nerd and a geek, because I'm a band geek too, and we've had so much fun in band. We went to New Orleans twice. We went to St. Louis. We even went to Myrtle Beach, and we had a blast every time we went. And if you weren't in band, you were a loser. If you weren't into anime, you were a loser. If you weren't into all the stuff that nerds like, you were a loser. That's why I loved my high school, for that reason. So honestly, I had so many great stories about my high school. It's so hard to like limit it down to one. Um, do you believe in love at first sight? I believe in soulmates. I believe that God has actually have somebody for you, that God has actually made this person that's just for you, that fits everything that you've ever that fits everything you've ever wanted in a person, or everything that you really need in a person. I believe that God has made soulmates. I do feel that way. Love at first sight, no, but soulmates, somebody that you're meant to be with, yeah, I believe in that. Um, who has been your biggest influence in your life, and what lessons did that person teach you? God has been the biggest influence in my life, because God was there for me when I had no one. He was there for me in my darkest hour when no one could understand what I was going through. He could. And He taught me a lot in my life. He taught me love. He taught me self love. He taught me how to love others. He's also taught me patience. And that's one thing that I did not have, is patience. He taught me patience. He's taught me a lot. He's still teaching me to this day. So God is a huge influence in my life. Um, Thank you so much for your questions, GD 1989. And my next set of questions actually comes from Brandon Smith, and this is my last for this Q&A. Do you think Seth Rollins is like CM Punk? No, because Seth Rollins really lacked my skills and charisma. If John Cena could turn heel, what gimmick would you see him doing? I don't see him doing a gimmick. I see him as becoming a gradual heel, a natural one. What I mean by that is I can actually see him becoming a frustrated face by people booing him, by people not liking him, then losing to some of the biggest names he's ever fought against, and becoming a frustrated face from there. And then when he absolutely finally gets that pinnacle and able to get the belt, that's when he becomes an overzealous, overachieving, completely suffers from delusions of grandeur, I'm better than you type of heel. Like, I can imagine him doing something like that than him just becoming a heel because, oh, I can't stand that you guys are booing me. Like, it has to be something gradual for him, because his character is a lot more dynamic, but it's a lot more, but it will work better for him being natural. That's just me. Um, do you think John Cena will win the most titles when his career is over? No, I don't see him winning a lot more titles than just a tag in the WWE. I'm not sure if he's ever been a world title holder. If he has, I can't remember. I think maybe he has. I can't remember. If you do know, leave your comment below, because I can't remember. But I can't imagine him, because it would be a downgrade. He's been a WWE holder for a long time. The only direction he can go is world, and that's it. He can't go below that. That just be like, seriously. If you worked your way up, like for example, if you were the U.S. title holder, then if you became the IC holder, then after the IC holder you became tag, then after tag you became world, and then after world become WWE. It has to be a gradual. It has to be a gradual transition. It just can't be you go from here to here to here to here to here. It has to be gradual. So no, I really don't see him doing that, because it would just be a downgrade for him going to IC from what he used to be. What happened to Big Zeke? I honestly don't know what happened to Big Zeke, but I would love for him to come back and actually feud with Biggie Langston. That would be an awesome feud between those two. What happened to Evan Bourne? Evan Bourne's been in trouble, maybe with some drugs lately, because I know he got in trouble with the whole wellness policy thing, and he's been injured several times. It would be nice to see him come back, because he's a great, great, great wrestler. And it would really be nice to actually see him in a Money in the Bank match, or probably feuding with um, uh, um, what is that guy? Kofi Kingston. That's it. My brain kind of shorted out. And finally, your questions for me is: do you watch any other sports other than wrestling? I used to watch a lot of football, but I really ran out of time. I just didn't really have time to actually start watching football during the season. But I watch any particular sport. I don't really have any kind of discrimination against it. But I will say this: there's one sport that I would love to sit down and watch, and that's soccer. I've never been more amped and more excited seeing the World Cup one year. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was probably in the mid 2000s. That I would absolutely love to actually see a soccer match just in its entirety, but I never really had time because I've been so busy. But when I watched the World Cup, I was so amped. Like, I have never been so hyper and so excited when the World Cup came on. Not only that my country was represented in it one year, but just the fact that how excited the fans are, how excited it is to see those near, like, I mean, those close goals. It's amazing how these guys can literally bend the ball to go inside of a goal. I'm amazed by that. And I would absolutely love to sit down and watch a soccer match one day if I had the time. But thank you guys so much for sending me questions. Again, you will be credited at the end of my credits. If you guys have any more questions for me, please send it to my YouTube inbox or send it to me on Twitter, hashtag NatureGirlQ&A at RKH30. Thank you guys so much. This is NatureGirl30 signing off. Peace out. Later.